Hi guys, I am here to tell you about my trip to New Orleans. Originally, this video, the microphone was not on, so I will be talking over it, doing a voiceover. I'm wearing my husband's shirt. It says, "Give blood, go skateboarding." He used to skate for Tony Alva's team, so we have a lot of funny skateboarding shirts, and I think they've mostly migrated over into my closet. Anyway, I wanted to tell you some things about New Orleans. It was a lot of fun, a lot of diversity, good food, good music, fun people, fun experiences, a crap ton of walking. So if you go to New Orleans, bring comfortable shoes. We walked 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 miles a day. It was a lot. Now, I love that the city is so walkable. I'm not complaining, but there was a day that I had platform shoes on, and I got blisters on my heels because I did not dress appropriately for all the walking. I am going to show you some of my favorite things and talk about some things that I saw. There was a little art gallery where I got to see, I got lost, and I found this art gallery that had original Salvador Dali sketches. It had an original Chagall painting, which I totally freaked out over. And of course you can't take photographs of any of that stuff, so I don't have that. And the best food was actually at the House of Blues, which was very surprising to me. So the first place I wanted to mention is a gem store where I bought some gems. I'm going to show you the name of it here, and then I'll put it in the description box also. It's French Quarter Gem and Lapidary. They had the coolest stuff. So they had some bust your own geodes, which I got some for my kids. This is one that I just happen to have at home, and in a minute I will fix that balance so you can see it. It's just regular quartz, and mine's got some essential oils on it now, but really cool little store, and they were very knowledgeable about gems. I bought a chakra necklace there, chakra balancing necklace. These are all like the carnelian, the amethyst. All of these stones are the actual stone. And I did ask, is it okay for me to wear this and use it as a pendulum? And they said yes, because it's my energy. It's the same as tarot cards. I don't let anybody else touch my tarot cards because I don't want there to be a transfer of energy. So the lady did say that this is fine for me to wear it and for me to use as a pendulum when I'm doing readings. So I'm very excited to get to do that. I'm not going to do it right away. I want to get to know it and feel the energy from it, but very cool to have it. This is probably the favorite thing that I got when I was in New Orleans. Really pretty necklace. And here I'm going to show you a couple of the other stones that I purchased. This first one has a heart in the middle. I don't know if you can see that. I don't actually know what this one is called, but it had a heart on it, so I had to get it. I loved it. I thought it was really pretty. I got lapis lazuli because I've been wanting this for a long time. They do have more than tumbled stones, but I liked the tumbled stones. Sorry about the filter. It's kind of messing up the colors on these. This is Tiger's Eye. I've been wanting this for a long time too. I'm very excited to have it. And then this last one, next to last one, yeah, this is Botswana something, and I picked it up because it says Botswana, and because I do readings about Prince Harry so much, I was like, well, that's appropriate. Let me grab that. They also had on each stone, they had what they are, but then they also had what they're used for, what they're good for. So I chose some that were for protection and love and things like that. This is the next thing I want to show you. Sucre. This is a sweet shop, a macarons shop, but they also have chocolates and truffles and things like that. It's all Swiss chocolate, and they do it all themselves. This is what I bought, is chocolate bark. Beautiful place, wonderful place. They also have really good king's cakes. I just found out, though, that they closed down on Monday. I purchased this stuff on Sunday, and they closed on Monday, and I guess they're closed for good, so that's a little bit sad. But I don't know. I'm still going to link them below in case you can still order stuff online. I did bring my business cards on the trip with us, because my cards for the other channel on my podcast, because on the back side they say this. All of my cards say you are courageous, which I think is an important message for people to hear and to know. So I left these all over the place. I handed them to people, and I have to believe these got into the hands of the people that needed to know that about themselves in a place that I wouldn't normally be. So I thought that was really cool. There's another, in a moment I'm going to get up and leave you looking at my pillow that says imagine. I had to run to the other room and grab this piece of art because I just really wanted you to see it. This is art done by a local artist down in the quarter. His name is John Guillaume, and you can see that he signed it down there at the bottom. I buy from him every time we go. He has reasonable prices, and I have one of his that's a charcoal that's of the water meter cover, because in New Orleans, the water meter covers used to be really pretty. They had the crescent moon and stars on it, and now most of them don't because they kept getting stolen, I guess. But this is one, also crescent moon and stars on it, and I just love the colors. And he did it in, I think mostly color pencil is what he said. But he usually sits out in the French Quarter Market, and he'll be drawing as you walk by, so you can sort of see how he works and go through some of his art. He does have an Instagram and a Facebook, so I'm going to link him in the description box below in case you're interested in ordering from him. He does, of course, have much bigger works than this, but the 11 by 14 works on my walls. He's very, very talented. He's also just a super nice guy. So I encourage you, if you're into that sort of thing, to go and check him out. And there is one other thing that I wanted to talk about, and I think I had to jump up from my chair again. I was not prepared at all, you guys. I was not prepared to show you these things. There's my Imagine pillow again. Are you imagining? All right. So there's a little shop called Jules. It's one of my favorite shops, and there's a guy there named Zombie Boy. He's a photographer and an author, and he writes short stories. He's also going to be in the next Jay and Silent Bob film. He's got a lot of exciting projects coming up, and he's just a really cool, really sweet, kind person. I had this book already, so I took it down there and had it signed while I was down there, but he's super talented. I'm going to link you to him as well in case you're interested in this book or in his work, and I will link the shop. It's called Jules, and it's on Decatur Street. A lot of art by local artists in that shop. Really beautiful, unique things. Okay, so I encourage you, if you're in New Orleans, to go and check those things out. And again, I will link them down below. Now, coming up in the video, I have some clips, some snippets of what we saw. I did not video as much as I wanted to, and I apologize in advance for the noise in the background of the video. You can hear my brother talking on some of it. You may be able to hear us walking. Again, it's Pride Month, and there was a lot going on to do with that. So if you hear booming music or anything like that, that's what that was. We did a lot of cool things. We went and toured a rum distillery that survived Hurricane Katrina. So there's a little clip from that, but we couldn't videotape the tour. We were not allowed to video or take pictures in any of the art galleries, of course, because people don't want you to use their art for nefarious purposes. So you have to see it with your own eyes. I will say that we went to a lot of really good food places. We heard some really good jazz music at just these little hole-in-the-wall places. And I encourage you to go yourself and try it out and visit and meet the people. They're the most fascinating people. Truly. And I think that there's so much value that comes from being around people who are not like you. They don't think like you. They don't eat the same thing. They don't live like you. It expands your consciousness. It expands your compassion, your ability to think outside of yourself, your perception of the world as a whole, your perception of who you are in the world as a whole. So really cool thing. Oh, and I recommend Coop's Place if you've never been to town. Great food, great atmosphere, really fun place to go. And then the best food that I had the whole time I was there was at House of Blues, which sounds crazy, I know, and House of Blues is a chain, I know. But they had, I ordered brisket tacos, and they came out on this plate of 3 separate tacos on a rectangular plate. They were so delicious, and I couldn't eat all 3 of them. I could only eat 2, and they were just magnificent. All right, guys, thanks for listening to my New Orleans recap. Here's some video for you.